Hey, how's it going guys? Phil here, and this is a review for the Ragu Z400 LED mini projector. You'll receive the projector, remote control, 5-foot power cable, 5-foot HDMI cable, RCA input cable, and an instruction manual. The projector is compact and light, weighing a little less than 2 pounds. It measures 7.5 inches wide by 5.75 inches and 3 inches tall. On the front of the projector is the lens, which comes with a plastic snap-on lens cap. The lens is 2.25 inches in diameter. On the right side of the unit are the ports. There's a full-size SD card slot, AV input, audio out, HDMI in, USB in, and USB out for charging a device. On the back is the remote control IR receiver, VGA input, and power port. On the bottom of the unit there's a screw foot that can add about half an inch of tilt, which can also fully retract for level viewing. There's also a 1/4 inch mounting hole for a standard tripod, which I prefer to use. On top are the controls. You have the power button, input selector, return or exit key, menu selection arrows, and OK button. Note that the remote has additional keys and functions like playback controls, volume, menu, and mute. The remote requires 2 AAA batteries, which are not included. Just behind the lens are 2 dials. The first larger one controls the image focus, while the second smaller one is the keystone for adjusting focus pitch, so you can bring the top and bottom of the image in focus when the projector is projecting at an angle. The power cable for this unit tends to be a bit short to reach most outlets, so I typically need to run an extension cord. I mostly use the tripod mount so I can place the projector anywhere in the room to control the size and height of the screen. The 1200 lumens isn't all that bright, so you'll need really dark conditions to see the screen clearly. Here's what it looks like during the day with the lights on. The HDMI and other input methods seem to work fine, but note that the USB port can't read some USB 3 thumb drives. Also, the USB ports don't supply enough power to run my Chromecast. Sometimes it would start up, but then couldn't stay on. Another thing to note is that because the remote is infrared, you'll only be able to use it if you're pointing directly at the receiver on the back. You can't use the remote from in front of the projector. While this projector accepts input resolutions up to 1080p HD, the native output resolution is only 800 by 480p, which is standard definition, so higher quality videos will be downscaled. Here's a video sample. Baseball cap. I like the classic retro style and look of the cap, and it feels durably constructed. I hope you enjoyed this review. You can ask me any questions in the comments. I was actually surprised at how loud the volume can get on this unit. It does sound sort of boxy and distorts at higher volumes, and it competes with the internal fan that sounds like a computer fan running at full speed. Using an external speaker hooked up to the headphone port improved the sound a ton. Overall, the contrast and color saturation appeared to be accurate to the source footage, but it wasn't very deep nor rich. Sometimes images looked a bit washed out or faded. However, this budget-level projector works fine for a family movie night with the kids, so you can watch theater-style movies at home or even outdoors. It's also great for showing slideshows at parties. I hope you enjoyed this review. You can ask me any questions in the comments. I'll put a link to the product in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and join me next time.